Okay, now we're moving on to the kanji for right. And of course that's right as in right and left, not right as in right and wrong. It's pronounced migi, migi. And let's have a look what it used to look like. This is its original form, and you can very clearly see that here on the right hand side, that was a right hand or a right arm, and that was a thing. And that right arm was used to protect yourself against something, and you use your right arm generally to protect yourself against something. So that came to mean right. Okay, here's my kanji book. This is what the kanji looks like in its printed form. Again, right or right wing. And again, here I've simplified it somewhat and called this arm by side. Now you can see that in the actual current version, it goes here to the left, whereas you saw a minute ago that it started off on the right-hand side, but it still means an arm. In this case, we're going to call it arm by side. And that one looks the same as mouth, so we're just going to call that mouth. So right and mouth. Well, I like to remember that as in what comes out from my mouth is generally right. So that gives me the clue that it's right. Here's the stroke order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look at that one more time because that's unusual, isn't it? Going down and across. And in fact, you'll notice that the other one, the left kanji, does it the opposite way, which is very confusing. Let's have a look at that one more time. Down, across, left, over and right, and then finish it off. So down and across. And that's migi. So down and across. And you've got your mouth underneath. Okay, moving down, and we can see that the next one is left. Here it is over here. It's pronounced hidari, hidari, and it's left. I wonder what it used to look like. Okay, now you can see with the left, it's still the same arm there, isn't it? But look, it's moved over to the left-hand side. And then underneath you can see that's that same element, which looks very much like a katakana e. Okay, you can have a look at that element there, the one that I said looks just like a katakana e. In fact, the real meaning of that is to make. And it looks a bit like a tool that they used to use to make. But I think it's easier for us to use the idea of the katakana e. Okay, here we are in my kanji book, and you can see there's left, hidari, as it looks printed, and you can see arm by side, and then this is the carpenter's square. But again, if we think of it as a katakana e, then look, the left has an e in it, doesn't it? So that can give us our hint that it's e for left. Again, check out the stroke order. This is really weird. Look, it goes across and then across and down. Whereas if we check out the migi, it goes down and across. That's quite tricky to remember. Let's check out the stroke order of the kakiju. And here we go. Across, down, that's your hand by your side, and that's your e to remind you that it's e for left. And there we have left, hidari, and that's the page 12 kanji done.